Okay, ladies, going on to card number 4. We're really making some headway finally. This is probably my favorite, and we're going to do some coloring unless you don't want to. If you want to do it later, that's fine, or maybe you've already done it. I doubt it because I'm really late with the cards and etc. So that would be entirely up to you. Put the card together and do the flowers later, or don't do them at all. Your prerogative again. But I'm going to do them today. Okay? And I'm going to be using Copic markers. You could easily use your colored pencils or your Stampin' Right markers or Stampin' Blends if you have them. So that's our guy. Your kit has 2 flowers in it, 2 sections of flowers, I should say. One of them goes in the upper right corner, and one of them goes in the lower, and you're going to be trimming that down so that it fits in the corner. Thought that was kind of fun. You can do it really whatever angle or such that you might want. You have an embossed layer, and this is embossed with that ornate flower, I think it's called. It's in the new catalog, the new annual catalog. You have a Rococo rose layer that has Just For You stamped on it. So this is another one of those that you could use for something other than Valentine's Day. So let's go ahead and get started and layer our Just For You piece onto the card base, if we can find some tape. Make sure your card's the right direction. Sometimes I have better luck standing them up together and getting them even. Seems to be a good way for me to do it. Not cooperating because it's moving around. Okay. No reason not to put this one on right now. Get that done. At least not that I can think of. Oh yeah, actually there is. There is. Because you're going to want to take this flower and put it down in that corner and trim it however you like. That's funny, this one's opposite that one. But that's okay. So let's go ahead and do the fussy cutting on our flower. Seems kind of silly to do if we're going to cut it away, and you don't have to cut it away. You can use the whole thing. But I think it looks a little more artsy if it's off the edge of the paper. Although my art teachers always said you don't let anything run off the edge of the canvas because that takes the person's eye away from it. Makes sense, doesn't it? And you always want to keep one element flowing into the other so that the eye goes all around, but never leaves the canvas. Good information for all of us artists, right? Okay. I'm going to try to do this upside down for you. I don't know how it's going to look. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. So I'm just going to slip this down here like yay. Okay. And then I'm going to trim away the edges. Turn it over on its back side and trim away the part that's overlapping. Okay. There you have it. Okay, so we're going to set that to the side so we can color it. And this other one, you are going to cut out the flowers, and you may end up wanting to cut the leaves away to place them in a different spot, but we'll see that when you get done. You really need some black daubing on the edges of these two. These are such pretty flowers. I am really impressed. Again, these are the ones from the designer paper. Okay, ladies, I've got mine all cut out now. And I am going to, oh, I should color it first, but I'm going to daub the edges. Okay. And get me a few Copic markers. I'm not going to do a fabulous job on this. Because it takes too long. I'll glue this down. Go ahead and glue this down. Sorry, I ran out of air. Okay. And this, oh God. Right. I'm going to take my very, very lightest color of Copic in pink. And you're not going to hardly see any color at all on this. But some. And this is just my base coat, so I don't have to do anything real fancy with it. Just want to get my paper wet. The whole idea with Copic markers, if you remember, is to get your paper wet, saturated I should say, but not too saturated. You're supposed to be able to look at the back side of it and see that there is color coming through. There's a little bit, not much, so it's not very wet. Give it some more. Okay. Now I'm going to take my darkest color and I'm going to get those areas on the flower that have already been darkened for you by the artist who did them. I'm going to get a lot of it right in here in the middle part. And then we'll start going our flicking action upward. Like I said, where the dark is. We're very fortunate. The artists help us out a lot with these. Okay. Alrighty, and the next step would be to get our medium color and just kind of go over the whole thing, but when you get to the edges, leave a little bit of the light color. Don't cover it all up because you want some highlights in this. Okay, that's kind of what you got. What I got anyway. I'm not the greatest at this, but not too bad either. So I'm going to let you guys go ahead and color, and I will be back with my finished. Okay, I've got it pretty much all colored up. What I'm going to do now is come back here, and where I think that the leaves are going to be shadowed, where they're overlapping the one underneath, I'm going to put a little dark line around the underneath ones. So that that's a little more obvious. Same over here. Okay, and it looks like I didn't do my medium color yet. So get that going in there. Like I said, leave a little bit of white spots just because you can. Okay. Oh, we have another one, don't we? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and color that one. Okay, ladies, I've got my 2 sets of flowers done. I'm going to do the leaves now. I'll do one of them and then you can carry on with yours. Again, the lightest color down first. In this case, it's a lot darker than the light color on our pink. That's okay. Everything is relative. Get the dark right around there where the flower is, because that's going to be way shadowed. And shadow it here from that leaf. Okay, and then just get some of your veins a little bit. Don't have to do a whole lot to them. We're not making a masterpiece, we are making flowers. Okay, I've got most of my leaves colored now. I'm going to put the little darks in down at close to the flower like we said before, because that's where there's going to be shadows. And just give some few little flickies of dark up there. If any of you are interested in learning Copic markers or brushing up on them, let me know. I'd love to do another class on them. I think it would be just way fun. And we probably would do just flowers. Okay, we're ready to assemble these guys. And my suggestion to you is to get, well, I'm not sure whether to put this on first or the flowers. I put the flowers on first, but what I did is take one little glue dot to kind of hold them in place. Let's see, it's going to be about like that. Okay, see, we've got to move the green. So we're going to cut the leaf away from the green. Excuse me, the leaf away from the flower. Okay. Then we can get our flower down here a little bit. And let's go ahead and put one of those glue dots in the center of each flower. That's all we're going to do for right now. And try not to cover up your lettering, but still get a good angle on it. Okay. Now your leaves are going to go down in this area somewhere. So you can put a glue dot on those as well. Okay. Now then, let's go ahead and put this guy on. We may as well get him out of our way. Couple of glue dots. Originally I had stuck a heart in here. You don't have to. I don't know if it's in the kit or not. I don't think so. Okay, now for your ribbon. This is a little different. We haven't done anything like this before that I can recall. I want you to cut about, let's say 2 inches. Kind of need a ruler of some sort. Okay, well, I'm going to guess about 2 inches. We can always do some more. I mean less. Glue dot time again. I'm going to put a glue dot on the back side of this. And this, by the way, is like scalloped rococo rose and burlap or something. Okay, we're going to put a glue dot on each end on the back side. Okay, and then we are going to fold it over so that it sticks together. And we're going to position it where we think we might want it, under those flowers. And, excuse me, get another piece, probably about the same length. More glue dots. Fold it over together. Put one on the back side of it. And again, slip it under there. And hopefully it's not going to be too long or anything. And one more. You'll probably end up with a little piece of ribbon left over. Glue dot on the back side. Glue dot on the back side. Put them together. One there. Okay, now, if you can't get these arranged the way you think they should look and need to shorten them, then all you got to do is clip it off a little bit. I need my longest one here to go up in the corner like that. And the shortest one looks like it needs to be over there. Now if yours are too long to do this arrangement, just go ahead. Go ahead and clip them off and put more glue dots. I can't get this. Okay. And there you go. This one I think is going to be a little long. Nope, it's fine. Okay. There you are, we're done. I think. With this card, I mean. We have one more to go. Okay. Thank you guys. I'll be back in a minute.